All right, we are live, and I'm going to try not to knock the mic down as much as possible. But yeah, let's get this bad boy started. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Idols to Rivals podcast. This is episode number 48. Two more, and we'll be at 50. I can't believe it. We're almost halfway to 100, and I'm super excited about it. I appreciate everybody that has come along with this journey and supported the videos. I've had a lot of support for it, a lot more than I thought I would, especially starting a podcast when things were a bit crazy. I mean, Kobe had just died. COVID just started. And it was something I had talked about forever. It was something I talked about with close friends, but I never thought, hey, I was going to publicly make it known that I was going to do something like this. And I didn't know how people would react. I didn't know how friends would react. I didn't really know how family would react, things like that, or work or whatever it may be. And for the most part, it's been positive. I'm super excited about it. And so today is May 12th. Like I said, episode number 48, obviously Wednesday. That's when we upload these videos, if you did not know. My name is Jack, at Jack Hummell on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Instagram and YouTube are the big ones, and Spotify, obviously. If you're listening to it on Apple Music or Spotify, just search Jack Hummell. You should be able to find it, or Idols to Rivals. And if you go on YouTube, just search Jack Hummell. The videos should come up. I post 2 vlogs a week. We've been getting more and more consistent as I become more familiar with the living situation in the city and where I can film and where I can't film and who's okay with being filmed and all that stuff. So it's a learning curve. It's a learning process. But today is actually the day after my 24th birthday. And so that is a weird thing to say. I remember turning 16, finally getting my license. I think I got my license a couple days after I turned 16, but thinking, wow, like I am old. I'm driving cars to school. I don't need a parent to be in the car. I don't need whatever it may be. I know laws are different. I got my license in Texas originally, I believe, but turning 16 and then turning 18, it was big. It felt really big. And if you're around those ages, it feels really big. And then things just start going quicker and quicker and quicker. And before you know it, I think the big one was 16 and 21. Turning 21, especially being when you go to college, even if you go to a small college, big college, community college, it really doesn't matter. But that just not having to worry every night if like, oh, if you had a fake ID, my fake's going to get taken. Oh, or am I going to be able to get into this bar with all my friends? And not having to worry about that was a big thing. And I remember driving to Nashville for my 21st birthday with a couple of my friends. And we stopped on the way. I grabbed a case of beer just because it was like, all right, you're buying it because you can finally legally buy it. And it felt like a big moment. And the fact that that was 3 years ago is something that I don't take lightly. It is something that is cool, but at the same time, kind of frightening. A lot's changed. I mean, a year ago, I was in Tuscaloosa with a bunch of friends, a bunch of family celebrating my birthday. I got surprised by one of my best friends who's actually getting married up here pretty soon this year. And it's just when you think about how things change in a year, that's kind of more how I look at it. I know, looking back on, like I was saying, 16, 18, whatever it may be, looking back on it like that is interesting. But looking back on it from a sense of 1 year, think about where you were a year ago. Think about where the world was a year ago. It was middle of the pandemic. It was the height of fear, the height of unknown, the height of everybody locked down. Don't know what we're going to do. Don't know how deadly this thing is. Don't know how long it's going to last. I was let off work on March 15th, and I just went down to Tuscaloosa and lived in Tuscaloosa for 2 months because I figured, hey, if I'm not working, I might as well be in the city that I love, might as well be surrounded by friends that I could see. And I knew that it was going to be kind of the last opportunity I'd really get to live there because I'd moved out in December of that year because I graduated college, obviously. And I knew it was the last chance I'd have to really live there. And I got to visit all throughout the football season last year where we won the national championship. And I'm sure if you saw the vlog, got to go back to Tuscaloosa for that and enjoy one more of those. I don't know how many more I'll get of those because life happens. We move on. We move. People leave. I won't have friends there anymore that'll be able to, crash with, things like that. And so just thinking about where I was a year ago turning 23, and it was like the party was like Jordan year. I was wearing a Michael Jordan jersey. It was one of the best birthdays I'd ever had. And realizing now that, hey, I'm living in a different state. I'm surrounded by no one that I even knew existed, knew was alive a year ago, and how quickly things are changing. I have friends that are having babies. My best friend's getting married this year And this was all over the course of 12 months. And I feel like when you think about it as months go by, it kind of goes by quick. But then when you look back in a year, it's almost like, wow, how was that a year ago? It almost feels like a different lifetime ago. The short little spurts kind of, I don't know, they don't hit as hard. But whenever you look back a full calendar year, you go, damn. And I don't know if everyone does this for a birthday. My next one is 25. So that's a big one for me. And everyone says it kind of goes downhill after 25. But, you get the good rent-a-car rates. But looking back that year, it's been full of challenges. It's been full of unknowns. It's been full of kind of trusting my gut. And I think that was one of the biggest takeaways from this year of living on this crazy planet during this crazy time, was trusting your gut. And when you really speak things into existence, when you really believe things are going to happen, they will. And even today, 20 minutes ago, we were, as dumb as this is going to sound, we were eating Chinese food. And I was just like, oh, what fortune cookie do you want? I got thrown a fortune cookie. And they're like, oh, well, this one's all broken. I was like, no, this is the one I was meant to have. And I promise you, the fortune said no risk, no reward. Basically, it was a little less translated than that, but it was my Instagram bio. He who dares wins. And that is everything I try to live by. It's if you take that risk, it's otherwise known as like fortune favors the bold. That is my mantra. That is my motto. And of course, it's in this fortune cookie. And it just kind of reassures that even a small thing like that, like I don't think a fortune cookie is going to change my life, but leaving the door open for opportunities to happen is the biggest thing. And trusting yourself, because it's not going to happen immediately. And you may look dumb. You may doubt yourself. But if you know it's the right thing, if you know that things are going to happen for you, leave that door open. Don't be negative to them. Don't shut down at the first sign of failure, at the first sign of embarrassment, whatever it may be. Keep going and know that it'll come eventually. It normally comes quicker than you imagine, but it's harder than you imagine. And just being able to trust myself and know that, hey, there's going to be some struggles. But as soon as you make that decision on what feels right, do not turn your back on it. You got to earn that dream that you're chasing. You have to go after it. And like I said, it's going to be moments of embarrassment. You're going to be tired. You're going to not know. You're going to doubt yourself. But if you can keep pulling through, if it's something you really want, it's possible. And I believe that that's for everybody. I think that a lot of people just don't trust themselves enough. And whether that be they have outside voices that are controlling them, they have inside voices that say, hey, you can't do it. But the things I've seen when people believe in themselves are astounding, are life-changing, literally. And I try to tell it to everybody, and it falls on deaf ears a lot, and that's good. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live. But the people that have got it, even if whether it be they've learned it on their own or they've heard it from somebody else or whatever, they've read it in a book, the people that have got that fact that, hey, you're going to have so much self-doubt, but if you know it's right, continue on that journey and make sure you find a way to make it happen is what I think can change your life completely. And I think I have this little shred of proof of where I'm standing at currently, where I am, that just straight up believing, just an insane amount of belief in what you think is right. An absolutely insane amount until people think that you're crazy. Because you are going to be crazy for a long time to a lot of people in a lot of people's eyes. But if you just keep going because you know it's true, then I think that anything is really possible. And so it's been kind of a wild journey. It's been kind of a wild year for everybody. But I think that growing through this year has been the craziest year of my life. Like I said, in good ways and bad ways. Had some of the highest highs, had some of the lowest lows. But it's just about learning. It's just about adapting. It's just about getting through it and understanding that, once again, if you just keep looking out for what you want to do and keep that door open, then you will find it. I don't know exactly what I want to do right now. I don't know exactly where I want to go. I have a rough idea, but all I'm doing is setting goals that I think are in the right direction. And if they're not, I adapt. If they're not, I cross those out and make another one. But I think we all know, kind of. I think we when you get that little tingle in your gut of just, no, this isn't right. Or no, I think that's what I really want. But, I don't want to tell anybody. I think it'll be embarrassing. I don't want to tell anybody because I don't think I could do it. I don't think I qualify for it. If you can just, if you can notice that once, then you notice it twice. You just exercise that just feeling your gut and trusting in it. it'll change everything. It'll change your world. And it's scary. And I think a lot of people can get hung up on the change word, and realizing that, hey, what if it does happen? What if it does work out for me and I don't live up to what I thought I could be? You said you wanted to be this, and then now you have an opportunity to do it. And you're like, wait, what if I fail at doing the thing that I've talked about for years? Then I look like even more of a fool. And I think that's kind of putting the buggy before the horse. But I get it. If you were just handed everything that you wanted, your dream job, your dream life, and then you blew it, how scary would that be? How embarrassing would that be? How would you come back after that? But I think people let that stop them from going forward to even giving them a crack at it. And I don't want that for anybody. I've seen regret. I've seen people try and fail. And you know what? They've never been worse off for it. They've never been, damn, I'm so pissed that I actually tried to do what I wanted to do. I'm so mad that I didn't listen to everybody and I didn't go after what I wanted to go after. Have you ever heard anybody say that? Because I haven't. But I know this is kind of all over the place. That's just how it is. That's how the year's been. That's what 24 looks like, being all over the place, not knowing where the hell's up. But I've really come to learn that if you can just focus, the power of focusing. And if you know me in real life, you know that is impossible for me. I never shut up. I never want to sit still. I always am like, go, go, go. I got to be around people 24/7. But taking the time to just find your target, like I was talking about with the book, about how your arrow doesn't draw the target to it. The target draws the arrow to it. You're aiming at that target. Make your target. Make it enticing. Put a deadline on it. Make it something that when you said, oh, damn, if I could get that done, it would have a substantial impact on my life. And make them small. Make them 3 months long. You can have your 3-month goals and you can have your 3-year goals. But go after them. Just go for them. Go risk or regret. 3 simple words. You don't want to be what if. You want to be, oh well, I got rejected at the bar. Oh well, I got rejected from my dream school. It's going to happen. It happens to everybody all the time. And it will continue to happen till the sun explodes, and then it won't matter. But I don't know, man. It's been a crazy time. Like I said, everything in my life has changed. Literally everything in my life has changed. And I love it. And I know that can be scary for a lot of people, and you don't need to do that. You don't need to jump overboard and move 700-800 miles away with nothing, with nobody you know, with a job you barely know if you've got. But change the things that you want to change. You want to get a better body, get a better body. It's that light switch. It's that I'm going to do it or I'm not. And it will take time, and you will fail, and you'll take 3 steps forward, 1 step back, and that 1 step back, don't make it turn into a turnaround. Don't make it turn into, you know what? This is in the right direction. And that's what I did for a long time. It was like, oh, okay, I didn't do this exactly how I wanted to do it. All right, it's a complete failure. Wash it. We're done. I tried my best. I've learned about forgiving myself of, you're going to slip up and fall a shit ton. That's all you're going to do. At least that's what it feels like. But progression is everything. It doesn't matter if it's 1 inch. Progression is everything. And it's going to be slight changes. And like I said, and then you're going to fall back and go, damn, I'm exactly who I thought I was. I haven't changed. I haven't got any better, but you have. And so just keeping that going forward is the biggest thing. So I'd say those are kind of the biggest takeaways I've got from spinning around the sun for 24 years on this ball of water and rock. You know, go for it. Send it, whatever it is. Don't be lying there on your deathbed wishing, I fucking wish I would have talked to that girl. I wish I would have studied for that test. I wish this. Rather than, oh my God, what did you do? Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you applied to Harvard and you didn't know, and then you got in? That's crazy. Oh, you worked your ass off in a community college and then you went D1? How did you do that? How did you have faith? Oh, you must have just been an athlete. Well, no, I actually worked my ass off. No one's going to know about that. You will. You'll know about it. You'll know about the struggles. Don't know about the scars and the nights just spent just screaming or crying or whatever it may be, or going, you know what, tomorrow morning I quit. And every time you woke up, you're like, nah, one more day. Go after it. And then when you fuck up on your goal, on your journey to get towards your goal, get pissed about it for a little bit, realize that you're better than that, and then get over it. And know that one step back does not mean cancel the journey, does not mean cross off the goals. We're not going in. I'm the same person that always does this. Oh my God, you're not getting better. You're a letdown. Because it's going to want to feel like that. It always feels like that. And just even if you don't know what you want, write something down. Write something down and go for it. And guess what? If you realize this is you're a month into it and you go, this is not what I want at all. I've kind of experienced what this life is like. It's not what I want at all. Then change it. Make a new target. As you jump back and forth, you'll figure out what works, what doesn't, what you like, what you don't like. And it's that, oh, maybe I'm going to the side for too long. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Now I need to go left. Now I need to go right. Now I need to go left. But inch by inch, you got a little bit closer to figuring out, okay, maybe I don't want to be a scuba diving instructor. Okay, I don't want to be on Capitol Hill. Okay, I don't. And then you narrow it down. All right, I want to be a chef in Switzerland. You know, I want to be an artist in the Bahamas, whatever it is. You eliminate things by trying. You experiment. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, think of yourself as a scientist and everything's an experiment. Find out what you don't like. I ordered Uber Eats today, or not Uber Eats, Instacart. Spent double what I needed to spend on groceries just so I didn't have to go because told myself I didn't have time, was just being lazy. You know what? Now I know. Yeah, it was super convenient. Yeah, it was cool. Now I know. I don't need to do that. I'd rather spend the hour and $50 and go to the grocery store. You live and you learn. You adapt. Try things. Try everything. Try it all. Get everything you can out of this crazy, whatever joke, whatever game, whatever experience this whole life thing is. Get everything. Get every bit out of it. Because when you see the people that do, when you see the people that really do and know who they are and will still, oh, you're trash at basketball? Yeah, I'll play. Why not? Just I'll hop in. When you see those people that are enlightened, that know who they are and know that they know nothing and are willing to try anything, you'll realize that you want to be like that. They just glow. They just glow. And so I'll leave it at that, guys. I appreciate everything. I can't believe I'm 24 years old. It still hasn't really hit me. Kobe year. And I just wish the best for everybody, man. I really do. I love you guys for watching. I love you guys for watching the YouTube videos. I love you guys for listening to the podcast. It's been really fun. We're going to keep it going. Hopefully get better, faster, stronger, and just adapt. I want to look like a completely different beast next year. When I turn 25, when I turn a quarter century, but we won't talk about that. But I appreciate you guys for listening. If you could share, tell your friend, tell one friend. If everybody tells one friend, we double it. And then from there, it's just exponential. I appreciate you guys for listening. My name is Jack Hummell. This has been the Idols for Rebels podcast. And just get after it. The biggest thing. Who dares wins. That's how it is. Take a risk. See where it gets you. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Thank you guys for watching. Absolutely love you guys. Go check out some of the other videos. Some cool drone shots. There's some cool vlogs. And like I said, 24 years old. Not a clue in the world about what's going on. But all I know is I'm going to fucking try until I do know what's going on. Appreciate you guys for listening. Remember, attack everything. Get after it. Don't listen to any motherfucker in your way. And go for it. Peace.